It's just my little hair lesson about it. This new product I'm using, I made it myself. And it's kind of weird. It's just some stuff I put together over there in Chicago, actually. You know how they act. I've been doing hair treatments for like 4 or 5 years now. And then, growing my dreads out. That's how long my dread is. It's almost down to my waist. And then, I have a reddish hair color. So it's kind of difficult for me to do a lot of different stuff because the hair color is too light. It doesn't function well all the time at first. So I'm gonna show y'all how my hair looks. And this is dry, This is my hair dry. I washed it a couple days ago, 2, 3 days ago. It don't really have no type of curl because I washed it and stretched it. I stretched it out. So you see, look at my right here. So there's no curl pattern because I stretched it out. But you see how it still kind of stays outward. It doesn't lay down. See what I'm saying? So to fix that situation, I have to put a lot of gel, a lot of mousse, a lot of spreads, hairsprays, and all that product. I don't put no product. The only product I use is this. I want y'all to see this. This is my flower water. It's marinated now with the flowers in it. And I just put different flowers that I pick that I know are good for hair. And just fruit, rice and stuff. Try to put organic ingredients and of course distilled or bottled water. Just make a hair. I call it a hair tonic or hair infusion. Um, and I put this on my hair about every couple of days, or at least every couple of days. And then after I wash it, condition it, put the hair treatment on, put this on. I don't use no product anymore. And I've been doing that for like some years. I've been doing that for some years. So I know you don't see a lot of progress here, but you'll see the progress here. You see how long my dread is? Yes. So in theory, this is how long my hair should be. This and you know, I just basically, have to section it. Don't put that much in there. There's a few handfuls like these, like one half a handful. Put a few of those in your hair a day of this, and your hair gonna grow. It's gonna be long. It's gonna stretch out. I can put a little bit in now, not much, because it's marinated. See, I just take it like this. Just coat my hair with it. See what I'm saying? And it smells good too. And then your hair gonna stretch out. It'll start stretching, you know. And you'll see it start to loosen up. It'll start to not be so difficult to comb and straighten and stuff like that. And you'll just basically have some nice, long, kind of straight, silky hair. You'll feel the silkiness too. And it doesn't give you a lot of frizz. So it's going to help you with growth, silkiness, and controlling frizz so your hair stays down. You don't have to put that much product in it and stuff like that. So once I straighten my hair, it's probably going to be not the size of my dread, but I would say down here. You know what I'm saying? Once I get all of it straightened out, because they go through a process of straightening and stretching the hair. So you have to stretch it, which is with the hair dryer, and just pulling, hair drying and all that stuff. Putting a little bit of stuff in there to help it detangle. And then once you get to that, it's the stretching process to stretch it and to detangle it. Then you go through the straightening process to see how long it really is. So, you're going through about 3, 4 step process. It takes hours, sometimes days, depending on how much hair you have and the length and all that. It takes a while to stretch it out and then straighten it out. Then you gotta style it. So it's a process. It doesn't happen quickly like this. Like people are like, oh, just pull your hair. You can't just pull your hair. You gotta detangle it, comb it, put a little spray, some type of spray or something, and then you might have to put the hair dryer on it for a moment. You don't have to. Some people do, some people don't. And then you just got to stretch it out. You have to go through the stretching process. So I'm sure Africans are a little bit more professional. They know more about the stretching process, how to stretch your hair. So it's at the length that it should be. Your best length of hair. And they use like different materials to stretch their hair, like string and stuff like that. They stretch it with strings. Like they take a string, and wrap it around their hair. Just wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. After they put something in it to detangle it, comb it, and then they'll wrap a string around it, and then it stretches the hair out. That's the hair stretching technique they use in Africa or in their culture, whatever they call it. So think about stuff like that, the hair stretching process and the hair preparation process to prep it. You have to prep a lot and go through the hair treatments and all that, washing, conditioning. If you want to leave in condition or deep condition, excuse me for saying deep, and the type of conditioning you're gonna use. Everything makes a difference. Everything counts in the hair game. hmm So for people like me that have this weird ass hair color, it's tough to find anything based on our hair color of how we should do our hair with these weird colors coming out like this. And all I could say is try to find colors that match. If you put in fake hair, try to find fake hair that matches. I use lighter color fake hair like blondes or reds because this is a tough color to match. See, yeah, I got dreads in the front. I can always put those down. Get those put down like these. Just move them out the way, and then my regular hair. See that it looks like a brown color. hmm So that's a tough hair to style. When you have this hair color right here, it's too dark for you to act like your hair is light, and it's too light for you to act like your hair is dark. It's a medium dark color. It's a medium dark, and so I don't know. You kind of just feel like hiding it because you don't know exactly what people perceive of your hair when you take it down. And they see the color, So that's the color. It looks brown, then it looks black, and then it looks brown. It's just odd. It's multi-dimensional, multicolor hair that has numerous colors, and so you don't have one particular color in particular. You have numerous colors that show from different dimensions and different spectrums of light. It's very complicated, and you really don't know what to do. That's why I just put dreads, so that way they could see my color in my dreads. They'll be like, "Oh, I see what color your hair is," because they're like, "What color your hair?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's like a brownish, blackish color. Brownish, blackish, reddish, orange, maroon, purple, all kind of colors. So I just basically keep it hidden most of the time so people don't be like, you know, paranoid, like, what is that hair color? And I try to flat iron it from time to time when I can. And, that makes you even more paranoid because you're like, oh, now it's straight with this hair color. It's flat iron, dude. Like, oh God, I hope I don't look like a leprechaun freak. So, so I don't know. It's tough. I wish we could highlight it more. We can, but if you highlight, it's gonna start to break. So you've got to use a lot of treatments when you highlight with permanent color or semi-permanent. You gotta use a lot of hair treatments and mayonnaise. I put a lot of mayonnaise on it. That's how I did when I bleached my hair. Just use a lot of mayonnaise to keep it like from breaking and tangling and just being a nonsense nuisance problem. So yeah, it's tough to color these types of hair because the hair is real fine. And I'm guessing like your color has something to do with your hair, what they call the porosity, I think, like, the breakage factor. So I'm thinking the lighter your hair is, the more likely it is to break. That's just my theory. So gotta put a lot of strength into it. That's why I use the rice to put the strength in the hair and the growth. And the still water is good, and then organic berries, juices and berries, and then the flowers. I find flowers that are good for the hair. Just make the tonic water infusion. So I know it might not look like it's done much on this part of the hair, but you can see on this how good it's doing. And this is not like just a couple months. It's some years of growth right here from my dread, but it's growing. My hair is growing pretty well. My dread's growing out pretty well, and this part of my hair too. And it's flattening out real nicely. It's not all big and afroed out like it used to be, like a big fro going upward, going out upward. I don't have that fro anymore. So, yeah, y'all like, well, you stretched your hair. That's why I'm like, yeah, but still, even if I don't stretch, excuse me, saying, but it still doesn't fro up like it used to. I've tried a couple times, just washing, condition, and of course doing my hair treatment, and it doesn't fro like it used to. It used to fro up real bad. I have a little bit of length to probably about right here without really just combing all the curl pattern out. I still have some length to about right. Because if I comb it, ain't gonna be no more curl pattern. It's just gonna be just bushed. So it's an interesting journey. I suggested, if you want to change your hair texture and your curl pattern to be a little bit more smooth and flow this way instead of going upward like this, I suggest the hair tonic method, and of course the hair treatments, which I've done several tutorials on the hair treatments, so you can see all of those. And I'm basically using the same ingredients as usual, so I haven't really changed my ingredients that much. Just whatever I have at the moment to make a hair treatment. And then you can buy the ones that are in the little packets too at the store. You could buy those, use those. I don't know if you should add on to them or not. So I still do my hair treatments and stuff. And if you're in a jam, dry shampoo, dry conditioner. Don't forget about dry shampoo and dry conditioner. I know that's fucked up, but it is the truth. And just use that hair tonic. If you in a jam, you really don't have your resources to clean yourself, do your hair and all that. Just use dry shampoo, dry conditioner, and the hair tonic water. Every now and then you might be able to do a hair treatment. Do what you can. The hair tonic is gonna carry you. It'll carry you, so your hair won't be dry, flaked out, falling out, and all the other crap. And then I have to get rid of my BBs next. So that's basically where I'm at. My theory is that my hair is more like a 3C, where it used to be about a 4B. Right before a 4C, which a 4C is like, you know, you going into the no curl pattern zone of not having no curl pattern at all. So now I still have a little bit of a curl pattern, not too much, excuse me. However, when I dry it after the hair treatment, washing and condition, I dry it with no combing. I've combed through it during the conditioning process and rinse the conditioner out, and I just let it dry. You'll still see some curls come out. You'll see them. I mean, I can't get away from them, and they come to about right here. So I still think I'm around a 3C, coming out of the 4 zone, going into the 3 zone. The Carol's daughter zone, I call it. And working my way into the twos. The twos, once you get into the twos, then you home free. Be all right. And hopefully you'll have a link and be able to go through the heat and styling processes and have a nice length and style of hair. It's just, I don't know, it's a dedicated process. You know, you gotta be dedicated to it. I've seen a lot of um, progress though, so I'm satisfied with it. I'm not complaining. You know, I'm not complaining. So and that's my updated hair tutorials, and I want people to know their hair type. I know it seems petty and stupid. You do, in my opinion, need to know your hair type so you know how to fix it and how to uh, deal with it properly. And that is it. So I love y'all. Hair peace on your hair tricks. Love y'all.